There's a saying that I came across recently, and it was so simple, but yet it was full of truth. And the saying was this, quote, "The same hands that made the preacher made the addict. One just wandered off a little too far. Jesus loves both," unquote. When I read that, something stirred in my soul, because if we're all honest, all of us have wandered off a little too far at some point. Some of us wandered into pride, some of us wandered into religion, some into addiction, some into bitterness, but all of us have wandered. Yet the miracle of grace is that the same hands that formed the righteous also fashioned the broken, and those hands are still reaching. Before the world knew your name, God's hands shaped you. Before sin ever touched you, His fingerprints were already on your soul. He molded the preacher with a purpose, and He molded the addict with a purpose too. The difference isn't in the creation, it's in the direction. The clay didn't stop being clay because it cracked. It just needs the potter's touch again. The preacher's hands may hold a Bible, and the addict's may hold a needle. But both hands were designed to lift in worship. Both hands were made to lift in worship. Both hearts were made to beat for God. The addict didn't wake up one morning and decide, "I'll destroy my life today." No. You see, sin is a slow thief. Pain is a cruel teacher. People run to what numbs them, not because they're wicked, but because they're wounded. And the church must never forget, wounded people don't need judgment, they need Jesus. Sometimes we preachers forget that the pulpit is a hospital, not a pedestal. We're all patients. Some of us just checked in earlier. The cross wasn't built for the perfect, it was built for the prodigal. And every one of us at some point has been the prodigal. The same Jesus who walked into the synagogue also walked into the street. He touched lepers, He dined with sinners, and He spoke life to the outcast. He didn't recoil from their filth, no, but He reached through it. Those hands that once formed man from the dust were nailed to a cross, so that that very same dust could be redeemed again. The preacher and the addict meet at the same place, the foot of the cross. There's no VIP section in heaven. There's no better sinner or worse sinner. There's just the forgiven. If the same hands made them both, then the same heart beats for them both. So why do we, the church, sometimes love one and condemn the other? Why do we clap for the preacher and whisper about the addict? That's not the gospel. That's hypocrisy. Come on now, you know I'm telling you the truth. The real church doesn't preach to the clean. It walks into the alleys. It hugs the broken. It says, "Come as you are," because the hands that made you still remembers how you were made. A preacher once said, "Grace isn't just for the pews, it's for the gutter." Maybe today there's somebody out there listening to this video who thinks they've wandered too far. You've fallen too many times. You've burned too many bridges. But hear me out. You cannot wander beyond the reach of God's hands. Those same hands that shaped the preacher are still shaping you. He hasn't given up on you. He hasn't erased your name. He hasn't turned His face away. He's just waiting and waiting for you to reach back. Listen to me, friend. If you've been running, stop running. If you've been hiding, step into the light. The same hands that made you are reaching out right now. Let Him pick you up. Let Him dust you off and make something beautiful again. Because no matter how far you've gone, the potter never throws away the clay. All right. Again, let me just close with that phrase again. The potter never throws away the clay. I hope tonight that this little sermonette, if you will, has said something that has touched you and blessed you in some way. Until next time, God bless you.